About the recently released Duminda Silva by President Gotabaya Rajapaksa. Actually, he had been involved in several crimes before. One was raping of a minor girl, and then he was, involved in heroin trading, and also he was implicated in this murder of Bharata Lakshman Premachand, Hirunika Premachand's father. Actually, now, first of all, I like to request Sri Lanka's President, Mr. Gotabaya Rajapaksa, to form Sri Lanka, drug, drug enforcement force under, similar to Sri Lanka Army, Sri Lanka drug, annihilation force. Because now when it comes to drug related trade, those are very big scandals and conspiracies, which is very, subtle, and to get to know who are the people behind these things. So therefore, the police cannot do this because they can only find these, narcotic users who finally ruin their lives. But more than that, how the plantations, are done in Afghanistan, and on the, the other side, on the Thailand, that side, and also in Africa, India, Kerala, and also in Central America, South America, etc. So here, the supply is the cultivation of the herbs, drugs like heroin, ice, all these things, marijuana, those are actually herbs. Those are plants, made from plants. So, the plantations must be destroyed first. So now in Sri Lanka also there are, this cannabis, or what we call in Sinhala language as ganja. There are plantations in Uva province in Monragala Badul area. So now they, even though police and the STF is used, not the police, because police cannot do this and take a risk to their lives, and that is why the special task force go and destroy them. Then, but still, it's under the police department. That is why there has to be a, separate Sri Lanka, dangerous drug annihilation force to destroy these plantations, which are herbs after all. So now thereafter, only the, and the imports to the country through the marine routes, sea routes. Because now here, I have said earlier also, when American army was, US army was there in Afghanistan, because I had some students who were, working in Afghanistan, engineering students. They told me that most of the American soldiers go to towns in Afghanistan, and they give money, the payments they get from the army for their expenses to buy whatever they want from Afghanistan shops. They go and give it to the, these shops in Afghanistan, in a black market, and buy heroin. He told me, and then sometimes they spend money and use heroin, and ultimately, they run short of money. Then they give their, the trouser belt and their good shirt, their shoes, socks to the shops in Afghanistan and exchange it for heroin. That was very pathetic, because the US, army soldiers, or even the officers, or the warrant officers, non-warrant officers, are very, come from, very, educated American, traditional American families. So they just die. Even in Taliban, they never attack American soldiers as such in Afghanistan. Whenever they meet, they never face to face do any harm to them. But as I said earlier also, these drug scandals ruin the US army mostly, and the US American people after all, because what happens is they Taliban's, these, heroin, US soldiers buy, and then they transmit through the military aircrafts to America, and that's how it was supplied. So now, on the other hand, as I said earlier also, my students who were in Afghanistan told me, they, whenever the Taliban is under attack by US army, they inform Taliban people to move out, and they tell, we are coming to hit your camp, please get out of this location, and they go out. And those who are adamant not to go out, okay, they face the reality. And on the other hand, when the Taliban also come after US army camps, they also inform prior, please, we are coming, please move out, we don't want to kill you, and accordingly they manage it. That's how things happen here. And those who really want to fight, they let them fight and die. That's how the deaths came in US Army and the US forces in Afghanistan. So now what I want to say is, now in this context in Sri Lanka, we know when we look at Duminda Silva, this he was released, a Roman Catholic Sinhala person, and he was released from the prison by President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, and then some newspapers said there was some pressure to release him. So the thing is, when it comes to maybe perhaps the biggest question mark is how Bharata Lakshman Premachandra got assassinated that day. Just after previous day night, I informed one of my students about saying this Duminda Silva is pathetic. He's a Roman Catholic, and after all, what he does is pathetic, and see Bharat Lakshman Premachandra also pathetic. Both of them are really bad to our country, our future. Then the next day morning, they got just assassinated like this. So now next day morning or afternoon. How can this happen? And I think now, because previously Mr. Bharata Lakshman Premachandra, Hirunika Premachandra's father, he mentioned that he implicated President that time the Secretary to the Defense Ministry, Mr. Gotabaya Rajapaksa, and he said that Mr. Gotabaya, with his sponsorship, Duminda Silva is selling drugs in his Colonna electorate. Well, that was wrong, because Mr. Gotabaya Rajapaksa never promoted any drugs through Duminda Silva. Because one thing is, now Mr. Bharata Premachandra, of course, did heroin sales in Colonna electorate, right? And that's how he got so much wealth and so much money. And I can remember in front of my school, Gregory's Road, Colombo 7, D.S. Ranaya College, there is a canal at the entrance to the Gregory School. Just opposite that, there was a huge cutout similar to the Aukana statue size cutout of Bharata Lakshman Premachandra greeting people with together, his palms in Sinhala traditional way. And also I have seen in Casbah in 2000, during Mr. Duminda Silva's election campaign, he also had a same cutout, huge, like the Aukana Gautama Buddha statue, right? A huge cutout in Casbah near the bus stand, same way, keeping the two palms and greeting. So now this incident I mentioned to my army student the day before they got assassinated. I saw these things, and why do you what's happening here? Because what they say, what they talk is really bad. Because what's going on? I actually had any clue about I heard from the media about their heroin involvement, but I think now both of them had been involved in heroin trade. And President Mr. Gotabaya Rajapaksa, at that time as the Secretary to the Ministry of Defense, knew this also. These people are involved in heroin trading. So I think what would have happened is the army, Sri Lanka army, is concerned about the national security, right? They will do anything to protect this country. That is what they do. So when I informed them about these two people, probably they thought, okay, I always know things about Sri Lanka. Before anything goes wrong, I know them. That's how I feel, right? So then maybe they got to know something is wrong with these two people. So maybe that because they were involved together in the heroin trade in Colonna electorate, they were competitors for heroin trade retailing. So maybe perhaps that's why this whole incident happened. And ultimately, I think now when it comes to incidents like this, the national security is with the army, and they will try to protect this country when these people do like this way, heroin trading, and destroy this country. Maybe because of that this happened. So the army will always, whoever in the army, any officer or any warrant officer or any non-officer or a soldier, they are trained always to do their duty to a country. That's what they do. They don't think about anyone else and who told me this then that. Right, so they just do what they want to have to do. So maybe that way this evolved. You can't blame President, Secretary to the Defense Ministry, Mr. Gotabaya Rajapaksa, at that time. As Hirunika suggests, he never want. He is not a person like that. the army only protects this country. So maybe they decided to do whatever needed to, safeguard this country from what they did. And perhaps because Mr. Duminda Silva did a lot of service to the poor people, even though he did these crimes like raping a minor girl, and also, the situation where he, this did the heroin trading, and also, all his illegal activities, still he helped the poor people a lot. That I know, because that I have always been talking about him. Even though, even I told Army also, this person is like this, he helps the poor people. He go to slums and give books and uniforms and so many things he do. So maybe because of that, it's a nature's law of karma. He was saved finally. His brain, as far as the media photographs, scans, MRI, and scans from the Mount Elizabeth Hotel, Singapore shows he got injured in the brain. A bullet went inside his brain. The thing is, those things I cannot verify without knowing the facts, but still, I think he did some service to the people, right? Whatever the bad things he do, so accordingly he has to pay the consequences, right? He did the good things, he did the bad things. So you can see both ways it worked, and finally, this is how outcome. And Mr. Bharat Lakshman Premachandra, on the other hand, he was more like, his service to the poor people was not enough. Even though because he was not like Duminda Silva, his background, his education, when it comes to English language, and the culture, there was a difference between Bharata Lakshman Premachandra and Duminda Silva. So Bharata Lakshman Premachandra is not like Hirunika Premachandra. Hirunika Premachandra is modern, but her father is not all like classical type. So because of that, he did not know where to draw the line, when doing this heroin trading, how to, look after the poor, like Duminda Silva did. So maybe that's why he got killed. That's the law, nature's law of karma. You can't blame anyone for this, And that is why I suggest President Gotabaya Rajapaksa to form Sri Lanka Dangerous Drug Annihilation Force and give them the weapons under army training to, destroy anyone in future who do drug trading, drug imports, and not those innocent people who use the drugs and ultimately ruin their life. We have to save them. Those who are bringing them, those who are trading them, we have to destroy them. That is a fact, because they knowingly do it. They know, because these innocent people who use the drug, they use the drugs like heroin, ice, or marijuana, or cannabis, or whatever, because they are, they have some problems in life. Sometimes they can't, they suffer a lot in the mind whenever they have some family problem or something. So get over, they use drugs, heroin, no, ice, or marijuana, cannabis, whatever. All these things, alcohol, smoking, everything. So that is made because they have a problem. That's why they, in order sometimes, some close problem they have, they use this to get over that problem, difficulty from the brain, mind, cognition process. They use, and they go into another world after that. And ultimately they ruin their lives by doing this. So, we have to look after them, we have to guide them, but rehabilitate them. But then those who bring the drugs, dangerous drugs, and distribute them, retail sale, they of course purposefully do it to earn profits and destroy others. They have a cruel mind to earn money by destroying others' lives. That's their cruel brain. They have a cruel brain, cruel mind, cruel cognition process to, earn a lot of money, portray themselves as so super people, like Duminda Silva did, with huge body and muscles, and then but finally it's the mind, brain, and the cognition process is so cruel, purposefully to to attack others. He did this, and finally he helped people also. Because he's a Roman Catholic, he had some civilized ways, but still he did the wrong thing. So according to nature's law of karma, he faced the consequences. That's all. And about this, so I think it's important to form Sri Lanka, dangerous drug annihilation force, and give them the arms, weapons, army training, and Sri Lanka dangerous drugs training school to give them the military army training like the special forces, and give them the task of destroying the cultivations, and those who import them, those who distribute them, those who stock them, and those who do the retailing, and not the users. Users, of course, everyone must support them and get them back into the society.